What? Now who could that be? Hello, Daryl. What's going on? My life, I swear. What now? What?
Hi, Kurt. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
For contrived reasons, I'm trying to kill Daryl.
No, you went that way.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Where did he go? Excuse me for a minute. No, I'm out. Sorry.
What are you doing?
William and Kate?
What about him?
Wanna watch the movie?
There's a movie?
Yeah. Didn't you know?
Why would I want to watch that?
I don't know. It looks fun.
Just no.
Well, how about the Rampage?
Isn't that Turkish Rambo movie?
Yeah, it looks fun.
Why not, I guess.
Can I get off this chair now?
Okay. God, that's
1911.
Oh, yeah. It's a nice gun. Where'd you get it? Yeah. Oh, hi, Glenn.
That's a bit harsh.
Haven't done the gag in a while. Finish raking the lawn. Okay, so we just got done watching Rampage. Oh shit, wrong film. No, we just got done watching Rampage. No, wait, this is fucking... No, that's not working. There we go, this is Rampage. In other words, Corcusits, or Turkish Rambo, some people call it.
God, it wasn't the first one. I've heard stories about that one.
No, but... so have any of you guys ever seen any Turkish films before?
I've not, no.
No, I've seen
seen parts of Turkish
I've seen
Star
Turkish
Wars.
stuff. I've seen I've seen a lot of Ed Glazer's Deja Vu series, so yeah, I see a lot. I've seen a lot of those, and we've seen rip-off movies, but never not movies from Turkey before.
Yeah. Super also, this was released by Dark Maze Entertainment. This was Ed Glazer got the rights and released this. So if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be watching the wonder that is Rampage.
Yeah, thank you, Ed Glazer.
So
It's put a lot of effort into dubbing
and getting it translated, and it was the best quality that he could have gotten it at, and it's not.
Yeah, because Turkish movies, they had problems with losing the prints, and they had no copyright legislation until the 90s, proper.
Yeah, it was late. I think it was in 1989 was when the first copyright system came into effect. But even then, it wasn't very good. But no, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun movie.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
There was a lot of there were moments that did kind of drag. There's a lot of scenes of driving and walking. Throughout the film, it's like we kind of get close to what's the fucking get close to Manos at times, but whenever it when it got to action sequences, it is a lot of fun.
I like Serdar's sort of leave no trace sort of thing, where they kill those guys inside the house, and the only the girl is left alive, and this other guy and the girl is left alive. So he's like, "Leave no trace, burn the place down." So he just burns the place down.
Well, he does that early. Remember, he's not even going to leave alive those people. He's like, he shot the police officers, whatever, and he's about to shoot the two criminals because he's like, "Leave no trace." So it's like his mantra. It's like, "Leave no trace," and I want to do something honourable.
But it's like he's like pissing at a toilet. It's like, "Oh no, I accidentally pissed on the floor. Leave no trace." Burns the place down. I don't know.
Getting a phone call in the middle of an important show here. Whenever Serdar, like when Serdar decides we're gonna burn down this house, it's like the girl goes no, and then 2 seconds later, it's like, we don't even see him putting gasoline around. It just cuts it. It's on fire. Oh, that's done. Let's move on.
It is done. Then they walk away.
It's done. Let's go.
A lot of that movie is. You don't see the impacts of explosions. Usually, the explosions, you just see the fire, because clearly, they couldn't actually do explosions. All they could do was fire, and they obviously all they had was a bit of piping, a plunger, and a bit of plastic they could make a rocket launch out of, and shotguns and handguns. Because anytime you have machine gun fire, it's them faking. It's like
yeah. I think the most well-known scene from the film, because before the film was released by Glazer, the only real clips that existed were mostly the 6-minute scene where Serdar's just running around with the RPG killing people, and it's the most memorable scene from the movie because it's just so stupidly fun.
I like the.
It's also fun because you also have Manly Mustache Man taking down Turkish Vincent Price.
Turkish.
We got all.
And then you have Spangly General guy who looks like a French general from from Les Mis as well, trying to take down Manly Mustache guys. It's actually a lot of more than just him running around going bang, because that would be a bit boring. You have more intercutting stuff, and you have the Turkish army running at them as well.
Anyone actually understand fully what was going on in the film?
No!
I thought there was a conflict and it's going to stop it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just went
the little things though really passed.
He's trying to take out bandits living in the mountains.
Who is run by Turkish Vincent Price.
Bandits.
And he wants to take them out, so he pretends to be
he pretends to be against the government and pretends to be a bandit himself or something like that.
And so he can get in, but already they have another bandit in. Mustache Man is actually a plant as well. He's not a businessman. He's actually a member of the Turkish army.
The thing is,
and I'm not going to explain it anymore because Daryl doesn't do plot synopsises like Chris does.
The whole thing makes no sense because it starts off we got Serdar in a prison with the fucking chains up and all that shit. and then the fucking army's all like, we're sending you to court.
Worst prison ever, though. It looked like a bloody old outhouse with an abandoned farm.
But the thing is that they say, like, we're going to send you to court, and then he kills the 2 guys that are in the van that are taking him there. Then later on it turns out that he's with the army, and it's like, wait, where did this come from? I get the feeling the guy who was writing the script, if there was a script, went kind of like, okay, we got this plan, then he went and took a nap or something like that, and then he forgot what he went, okay, yeah, and had a different idea.
But did he kill those guys anywhere? But of course, at the end,
I think it's memorable. I think it's remarkable they even got the movie shot, because
it was shot in 10 days.
Yeah, but also
information.
Turkish, they had massive problems of they didn't really have a film industry until the late 50s, and they had massive problems, and the army was trying to shut them down because they were living in some military dictatorship at the time.
There's the fact that Serdar's pretty much got the 1,000-yard stare down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it's funny because what's really funny about Serdar is that when he punches someone, it's not like in most movies where it's just like, oh sure, he's down. In this one, it sounds like his fists are made of brick. And he punches someone, like.
Well, that's.
I love the part, just that incredibly dumb, just the meathead thing ever, where he's like smashing to the wood, going.
He's in this prison later on in the film. You just reminded me. There's a bit later on in the film that he's in another prison because he's been locked up by the bandits.
It doesn't even look like a prison once again.
Yes, I think it's this. I thought it was the same set that was used at the beginning of the movie. But the thing is that the wall's just made out of like the thinnest wood you've ever seen, and it's like bang. I just burst out of it.
Yeah, but then of course it would be. They didn't have enough money to make like the wall look more. No, speaking all the sound effects in this movie are redubbed, mainly because they only had access to didn't have a clean like sound effects track or something. It was basically the film. As it stands, as Ed Glazer got it, was the Turkish version of the movie, which the soundtrack is unusable because it's First Blood Part 2.
Yeah, it had the music from First Blood Part 2.
So you couldn't, on copyright line, so basically he had to, when he was redubbing it, he had to make the music from scratch and also the sound effects from scratch. And he did a very good job.
Yeah, because they took it like semi-seriously, but at the same time just had a bit of fun with it. But no, the only sad thing is that Ed Glazer stopped releasing this. Unfortunately, I don't know why. Maybe it's because the copyright ran out, or so I don't know.
Or maybe he only made a limited amount of pressings, and then he's like, once that pressing's done, we won't make any sell anymore because
it's probably money issues or something. I don't know, but. You're probably your best bet.
Or maybe so that it's not flooded. It's only a certain rarity because it's only going to sell. So it's a very niche thing. Only certain people are going to get it. So you don't want to you want to potentially ruin your whole business. I hope by making too many copies. I hope he gets more though.
I hope he gets.
Maybe he's like, I'll finish selling these and then I've got another one planned.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he's going to maybe pick up a few other films.
It's like what the Disney company do with their animated movies. They release them, then they kind of stop for a while. They'll just release again.
Yeah.
So because it builds up appetite, but also
but your best bet if you're going to find a copy of this is probably eBay now, because there's bound to have been somebody who like bought a bunch of copies when it was going for limited time and is probably selling them now. So, but if you do manage to get a copy of this, I would check it out. It's a fun movie.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, so
it's fun enough, I suppose.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, thanks very much for watching Dragon Cast Movie Vault, and we will see you next time.
You will.
When he finally looks at Bigfoot.
No, it's Hercules in New York.
No, you're looking at Bigfoot.
It's Hercules in No!
You're looking at Bigfoot.